I know there's like 12 days before the Super Bowl starts, but I'm going to call it right now that the refs are going to rig Super Bowl 57. And with all the non-calls and the rigged things that the refs been doing recently, especially with the conference championship games when they've been hearing a lot of controversy and drama about how the refs were the MVPs of helping the Chiefs win. And with that Eagles, if refs are not going to like call stuff like that or review Devontae Smith, or just like think for a second, did Devontae Smith control the ball when he was that was like, you could see it from a far distance that was incomplete. But I'm calling right now. It's like the refs are going to rig Super Bowl 57, and it could go to either team. I don't know, because like both teams are like really good, and because both teams are really good, I am still appalled from like what happened on championship Sunday. But refs don't pay attention, and I can't tell if they're like actually not paying attention or they're just doing this on purpose just so they could piss fans off. But I feel for you Bengals fans, because like, yeah, you got calls that didn't go your way, and then like it went for the Chiefs' way too. It only went for the Chiefs' way, but I feel for you guys. Like it just sucks. I mean, it just reminds me of the wild card. Like Singletary didn't even pass through. But still, we could have still stopped Singletary from even going further than a few yards, anyways. But I'm just a little I just have a little speculation, like that I don't think he converted or went through, because he was paused right on the edge of the right on the side, almost on the side of the plane, to get a first down, and like pushed back. I still have a lot of confusion with that, but it's been 3 weeks. It's done and over with. There's nothing really we can do about it besides like sit and watch the rest of the playoffs. But I'm going to make this prediction: refs are going to rig Super Bowl 57. And I don't know how they're going to do it, but I just know for a fact they will. Because if they've been doing it a couple of times continuously recently, then I am not going to call like whatever it is. It's a fair game. And I don't care if my comment doesn't age well or does age well. I mean, if it does age well, great. But if it doesn't age well, still doesn't hide the fact that the refs were rigging some of the games that were happening and going for other people's ways. Still doesn't change the fact, because I know they've done that a few plays with the Chiefs. And like I said, I don't know who are they going to rig to help which team. I'm just praying. I'm praying that they're like, this is going to be a fair and square game. Like the refs don't like side with one team, or like refs make this a fair game for both. If I'm gonna watch the Super Bowl, I want to see like I want to see some action and some fair plays. Like if he looked like he caught the ball, but like we could see it dropped or touch the field without complete control of it, they need to review it. They need to like pause for a moment and oh wait, that wasn't really the right judgment. So, but I don't have any hopes of refs making this a fair ball game. if it doesn't age well, that's fine. Still doesn't change the fact of what the refs done the past few games. But I'm going to call it right now. The refs will rig Super Bowl 57. You can comment or think otherwise in the comment section, but I'm still gonna put my faith and belief that there is something going on that we don't know. What refs are like devising something or articulating something, and it could go either way. Like I've said, it could go either way. And it might not benefit the Chiefs fans. It might not benefit the Eagles fans. It might not benefit any football fan, because if they're a fan of their team and they're seriously getting their asses rigged by the refs, then it's an unfair thing to watch. And I feel for y'all's pains. Like, if you because I've seen the games. Like, they've got called for things like they weren't supposed to be called for. They've got they got no calls which were like obvious, but they didn't call it. Especially a few years ago, everybody remembers Saints Rams. That was an obvious pass interference, and they just completely ignored it. Like, that's a sign that the refs don't know what they're doing. So you can't. So yeah. So don't give me that. Oh, like the refs are like gods, or refs are. So, no, no. The mistakes they make are just like you've got to prevent yourself from making those kind of mistakes. But I'm not sure if they're going to ever learn their lesson, because they're going to. I believe, I still have my prediction that they're going to do the same thing. Because refs are just going to move on. It's like, oh no. Those who forget the past are destined to repeat it. So, comment down below. Well, what do you think might happen during the Super Bowl? Who is going to win? I will possibly make a short on my prediction based on the players, not with anything else, but like there will be a short about the players and like who's the better team. Who do I believe is going to show up more. That will be coming up next. But if refs can, but for the Super Bowl, if the refs can actually see what's going on, then I'll leave this belief down on the ground. I'll just put this belief down on the ground. But I still have this suspicion. It's like, and it's coming around. You guys don't have to agree with me, and I understand. Like, this is a new thing for me, but I'm starting to see it now. There's some sort of pattern, connecting the dots situation. You don't have to agree with me, and I get that. But I'm just sharing you guys what I think is going to happen. That doesn't mean it's going to automatically happen, but it just might. Good luck to the Chiefs and the Eagles in the Super Bowl. Hope there's a fair game, but I barely see that. I hardly see that happening. Also, fins up.